fellow Whovians. Whovian Queen here. Hope you have a good week so far. Well, a look at the 10th Doctor era continues on with Gridlock. The 10th Doctor takes Martha to an alleyway in the city-state of New York on New Earth, where street vendors are selling addictive mood drugs in the form of sticky patches to help people deal with their emotions. A young couple named Milo and Sheen kidnap Martha. Once in their vehicle, they explain that Sheen is pregnant and that they need 3 adult passengers with them to use the fast lane. They promise they will drop Martha off when they reach their destination 10 miles away, estimated to take 6 years. The Doctor chases after Martha's kidnappers and arrives at the motorway, a completely enclosed highway filled with thousands of hover vans stuck in gridlock. One of the motorists, Brannigan, helps the Doctor locate the vehicle containing Martha, which is heading toward the fast lane. The Doctor tries to call the police but gets put on hold. Upon noticing that the television broadcasts of the vans are looped, the Doctor deduces that there is no way out of the motorway and tries to reach Martha himself by breaking into and out of vans on the way to the fast lane. Martha, Milo, and Sheen drive into the fast lane and see crab-like macra, who attempt to capture and eat those that fly in the fast lane. The Doctor watches as Milo's van is nearly caught by macra claw, but Martha realizes that the beings are attracted by the light and motion generated by the van and has Milo cut the power to hide in the fog. Novice Ham finds the Doctor and teleports him against his will to the Senate of New York. Ham explains that a virus mutated in the drug Bliss and wiped out the entire surface population. Eventually, the virus also perished. Those in the motorway were spared by being sealed in and the planet was quarantined. The Face of Bo wired himself to the system to keep the motorway operational, but could not unseal it himself. The Doctor works with Haim to unseal the motorway. The Face of Bo gives the last of his energy to the system, allowing the sealing of the motorway to open and freeing the motorists. When Martha arrives at the Senate, the Face of Bo, close to death, imparts his final message to the Doctor: "You are not alone." The Doctor tells Martha that the Face of Bo is wrong. He is the last of the Time Lords, and his planet was destroyed in the Time War. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, but we'll get to that later on in the season. So anyway, let's look at the Productions episode beginning with writing. Gridlock is the third in a trilogy, which began with Series 1's The End of the World, and Series 2's New Earth. Novice Ham and the Green Crescent seen on the mood patches previously appeared in New Earth. Head writer and executive producer Russell T. Davies wanted to visit the same world each year to maintain a sense of continuity, something that could be hard to do with Doctor Who's formula. Producer Phil Collinson remarked that Gridlock displayed Davies' tendency to write about topical issues. It is set in a dark dystopian future, but is also satire on the common traffic jam. While the story is bleak, Davies showed how the Doctor transforms the place by literally opening up the sky and bringing in light. Davies also used hymns to signify hope and a togetherness of the members of the motorway. Those on the motorway sing the Old Rugged Cross, and the hymn heard at the end of the episode is Abide With Me. The episode also displays the Doctor's growing attachment to Martha. He feels guilty for lying to her and bringing her to New York just to show off, and realizes that he misses her when she is taken. Davies stated that he based many aspects of New York on Mega City 1 from the anthology comic 2000 AD, including the businessman's appearance on Max Normal from the Judge Dredd comic books. The numbered mood patches parallel the number-coded mood controllers in the Ninth Doctor novel Only Human by Gareth Roberts. Davies confirms that this was his inspiration. The character Sally Calypso was an homage to Halo Jones, which featured a similar character named Swifty Frisco. Also in the online commentary, Davies noted that Brannigan's appearance was based on rats. The CGI disembodied cat said that was a virtual presenter of CBBC's Live and Kicking in the early 1990s. Ma and Pa at the start of the episode are based on the farming couple in the painting American Gothic, having both identical hairstyles, glasses, and fashions. Alice and May Cassini are the first homosexual married couple featured in Doctor Who. Nice. The episode marks the second appearance of the large crustacean macro race. who previously appeared in the second Doctor serial, The Macro Terror. In Gridlock, they have devolved from their previous, more intelligent state. Davies thought it was cute to bring back a 40-year-old monster whose story is now missing. Gridlock also contains important hints about the story arc of the series, as it reveals the great secret promised to the Doctor by the Face of Bo in New Earth. You are not alone. The Face of Bo was originally intended to die in New Earth, but as the episode featured another death, it was put off. The meaning of Bo's final words are revealed in Utopia, while as of the Time Lord suggests that the Face of Bo's true identity is Captain Jack Harkness. Dun dun dun. And now finally on to filming. Gridlock was in the third filming block for the series, along with the Lazarus Experiment. Filming took place from mid-September to early October 2006. The episode uses some of the largest and most complex CGI effects of all the series so far. The motorway was entirely constructed out of CGI aside from a single car set. It was the first time an episode was set inside a CGI world. Will Cohen, the most visual FX producer, revealed in Radio Times that the films Blade Runner, The Fifth Element, and Star Wars, specifically the planet of Coruscant, influenced the look of New York. Much of the episode was completed in the Upper Boat Studios, particularly the interior car scenes. For this, only one car set was used, with it being redecorated for each different car. The cars were decorated to look like they had been lived in, and incorporated futuristic and well-known home objects. Brannigan and Valeri's children were played by real kittens, which proved difficult to direct. The production team shot for 4 days in the 6-foot by 6-foot car, which Davies called a nightmare because not many camera angles were available, and only one crew member could adjust the props and lightings at a time. In addition, smoke was generated around the cars so it would blend in with the CGI smoke from the CGI cars. The small set was intended to benefit the actors, as they will feel claustrophobic. For the scene in which the Doctor jumps from car to car, the underside of a car was built and suspended 10 to 15 feet above the top of the car, set with a green screen all around to get as many angles as possible. Davies preferred action sequences that moved up and down, a scale that is not seen much on television. The Temple of Peace in Cardiff was the location for the Darkened Temple, as well as the TV studio with news reporter Sally Calypso. The production team spent 2 days filming there on September 18th and 19th, 2006. The inner city where the Doctor and Martha arrived was filmed at the Cardiff Bay Maltings and the Ely Paper Mill, which were designed to look in disrepair. The artificial rain proved difficult in some shots, as the production team had trouble getting one of the sidewalls wet. Interesting. So overall, this is a pretty unique episode, and seeing the face of Bo one last time was kind of nice, and the whole "you are not alone" thing would definitely come into play later on in the series. So overall, I give Gridlock 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, tune in next week as we take a look at Daleks in Manhattan. Well, hope you'll enjoy the review, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell icon to be notified about when I upload videos, and if you want to help me out, then be sure to check out my Patreon page, link is in the description. So, until then, this is Hooving Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I have reversed the polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.